Hey, dude, I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. Now on today's show, we're looking at Youri Tielemans' first game at the Emirates, playing against Arsenal, not for Arsenal, and for Mikel Arteta. That's right, he'll be playing for Brendan Rodgers for Leicester City as they look to get their first 3 points of the season, because Leicester, of course, threw away a 2-goal lead against Brentford on the opening day of the season, while Arsenal won convincingly on their first game of the season. Now, Youri Tielemans has been the bane of Arsenal's supporters' frustration. Why the hell has Arsenal not brought him in? Well, of course, it's one of things here. Not one of two things, it's one of one, which is the transfer fee that Leicester City want. Of course, it's still their player, but they believe they want to have at least 30 to 35 million. People are saying 32, but 30 to 35 is what they're looking. Arsenal are begrudging to pay that fee. They're thinking, no, he's worth between at least 18 million to 25 million. That's where Arsenal see it. And people will be thinking, where do you get that report from? Well, it's quite obvious. 1 year left on your contract. 18 to 25 million is where they see it. 25 million being the highest. And I can see Arsenal potentially saying 25 million with 3 million in add-ons to bring it to 28. Now, the complication is this. Leicester really need to keep hold of him, but Leicester also need to raise funds to buy more players. Arsenal being clever here. They know they can play this waiting game. They know they've got great terms agreed and ready with Youri Tielemans. That's not even a secret anymore. But the big problem for Leicester is the more they wait, the more it goes into Arsenal's hands. Now, my prediction has always been this, and I tweeted about it a couple of weeks ago, that Arsenal will sign Youri Tielemans after they played Leicester. Why? Because Leicester's not going to want to sell Youri Tielemans to Arsenal, knowing they've got to face him 2 games into this season. He starts, he gets a winning goal, or he plays great, and he looks even worse for Brendan Rodgers and Leicester, of course, but looks great for Arsenal. So once the game is done, you'll see by Monday, Tuesday next week, Arsenal will put in the first bid, and that bid will come in the region of 15 to 18 million pounds. Leicester will, of course, reject that. Arsenal will go back in again by Thursday, upping that bid to 20 to 22 million. Leicester will reject that. And then going on to next week. So this could be like a long transfer saga, because this is what is going to start happening, because the days will start running out and they need to get this moving. Like you said, personal terms have been agreed. So by the second week, then the last week going into the end of August, Arsenal will then ramp it up and then go in with another bid of 24 million. Leicester will then start talking, and then they'll most probably settle between 26 to 28 million, not reaching that 32 million. Arsenal will have to bend it just a little bit to get the player they need, especially for Mikel Arteta, because we know already Granit Xhaka likes to get some cards, and that is his, admission. I play aggressive, I get cards. Thomas Partey doesn't play for the whole season. He's got this fitness issue. So that too will play into Leicester's hands, but Leicester know they're going to have to bend a little. Arsenal's going to have to bend a little, and they'll settle on a fee in the region between 25 and 28 million. But mark my words, by Monday next week, once Arsenal beat Leicester 3-0 at the Emirates, Arsenal will make a bid. About 18 to 20 million would be that opening bid, and Leicester will just reject it, and then they'll just keep on going from there. And at that point, that's when Arsenal fans will start getting angry, saying, just pay the damn money. If Leicester want 32, just give them 32. Arsenal's like, why? We don't need to. So all this news coming out that Arsenal looking at, Tonali and all these other midfielders, they're not. They're not. It's just, throw names out there. Why would you pay 40 million, 60 million, 35 million for other players, knowing you got the guy you want right there that you're going to end up getting for about 25 to 28 million? So this is what it's all about. But does Youri Tielemans actually solve Arsenal's problem? And Arsenal only need one more midfielder, because they already signed Zinchenko from Manchester City. Yes, he can deputise at left back, but he wants to play in the centre midfield. So having a Youri Tielemans and a Zinchenko, who can play 2 positions, of course, fills that void. So Youri Tielemans coming in, it's not even to deputise for a Xhaka or a Partey. It's actually to compete with one of those 2. And that is a good thing. Everyone's saying we need an upgrade on Xhaka. We actually don't need an upgrade on Xhaka, because Xhaka is actually a good, important player for the team, as well as Partey. We need someone who is going to actually compete and push them both to another level. In turn, Youri Tielemans will get pushed himself to another level in order to get into this team. And it's all about rotations, all about minutes, and it's all about fitting in and having different options to when we play other teams. But what's your thoughts anyway on this? Does Youri Tielemans fit what Arsenal need going forward. Does he fit the style of play for Mikel Arteta? Does he fit the style of play that you want to see Arsenal play? That's one of the big things as well. And if that's true, leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe to this channel so you do not miss shows every time we upload. That's all I've got to say for you today. Arsenal will make a bid by Monday next week. It will be a low bid. It's going to frustrate you. 18 to 20 million pounds, going to get rejected. Then they'll keep on moving slowly, wearing Leicester down, but they'll be in constant dialogue. They'll start going over the nitty-gritties with the add-ons and so forth. So if Arsenal settle on, let's say, 25 million with 3 to 5 million on add-on bonuses, Leicester will be happy because they'll get the valuation that they wanted. Arsenal will be happy because then they'll pay the fee that they wanted with a little bit of add-ons, and then they'll finally get their player. Then in those last coming days, they'll then go move on to the winger. I think it's going to be Rafinha. I've got this funny feeling Arsenal will finish off with Rafinha if Barcelona do not get him registered in time. They might have done a fee, but Rafinha could end up still leaving for free, as well as Kessie as well. And what if Kessie does not sign for Barcelona? Could he be someone else that comes in if Tielemans doesn't work out? Arsenal are playing a good waiting game here. Looking at Barcelona's situation, Kessie, who went there from AC Milan to Barcelona on a free transfer, still not registered, has to be registered for this weekend. So all is all there to play for. Arsenal are in the driving seat for one or two players. One player that we know about and a couple of players they are keeping muted. Thank you for watching. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. It's great to be back. More shows coming soon.